President Trump's shakeup of the federal government now targeting the Department of Veteran Affairs. An internal memo laying out plans to reorganize the VA by firing 80,000 workers. The VA chief of staff said this would downsize the department to its 2019 staffing levels. That would mean thousands of veterans losing their jobs. And that includes my next guest. Retired Air Force Master Sergeant and disabled veteran Marcy Newbern was a probationary employee at the VA for 11 months. That was until last February when she was terminated. This week, she received this document from HR. It references her termination due to her, quote, unsatisfactory performance. But in December last year, her performance appraisal was marked fully successful and exceptional. She even received 2 time-off awards as a result of a job well done. Marcy believes that Trump's moves to cut VA jobs are disrespectful to veterans all over the country. So let's talk about it. Retired Air Force and former VA worker Marcy Newbern joins me now to talk about this. Man, Marcy, it sounds like it's been quite a year so far for you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Yes, it's been quite a year for sure.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for the job loss. What went through your mind when you received that termination notice?
I was in complete shock. I've never had anybody talk about my performance in a job ever in my life. I've always been a top performer, and yeah, it's still a shock to this day that they're using that.
Did you have a chance to push back and say, hey, wait a minute, what about my last review in December? Things are going well. I have high performance numbers. Did you have even a chance to do that?
No, initially, our termination letters came after hours, so I didn't even get a chance to talk to anybody. So I ended up filing appeals with the Merit System Protection Board and the Office of Special Counsel. My colleagues, former colleagues, and I have just been reaching out to different media avenues, hoping to get the word out that we were wronged in this termination.
Yeah, that is often how it works, right? You find out and you don't really get a lot of chance to push back, and that's really unfortunate. How do you think these layoffs solve waste and overspending in federal government? Because that's really kind of that overarching saying that we're looking at with people, so many people losing their jobs, that's why it's happening. Is that why it's happening?
I mean, I understand the downsizing and cutting and fraud, waste, and abuse, but I feel like they're not addressing it properly. You know, terminating employees is not going to fix the underlying issue. They need to take a bigger, broader look and really, you know, take a look. If it is a performance-based issue, those types of things need to be documented, and those are the people that should be let go first, not your performing individuals who are brought in specially to stand up a department and help the VA function better. So it's just disheartening.
Yeah, and you've worked in HR for several years, and many people, not only in HR, just in general, who are being laid off, are saying they've never seen anything like this before. Is that your experience?
Absolutely. I've never seen something so unprofessional. I mean, I was even given an example. I've been part of terminations and terminating employees, but never to this extent where you didn't even talk with the person. Leadership wasn't even aware. It just came from outside the organization, and mass terminations without even checking our records.
Marcy, what are you going to do now?
Oh, I mean, I'm going to continue to serve veterans. I've always, you know, been there for veterans and their families. I've always helped folks with their disability claims just on the side, volunteering. I'm hoping to, you know, land another position, whether it be with the VA or not. I do still teach part-time at a local community college, so that will hopefully keep me busy for now.
Wow. And lastly, is there any part of you of this that thinks that this could be for the betterment of government? Is there any part that says, well, maybe they'll cut a little bit and it'll be helpful?
I don't believe that at all.
Okay. Well, listen, we wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you'll check back in with us and let us know where you land, and maybe you'll get another job even from this interview. So we wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you too.
Former VA worker Marcy Newbern, thank you very much for joining us and giving us that personal perspective. We appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.